with the red Man of the West player Awe versus the blue Dwarven player Sauron. So I think these two factions are the weakest factions out there right for now. But maybe not, we will find out. Awe told me once, a couple of weeks ago, that Man faction seems to be the weakest faction, in this beta at least. But again, it's beta, it's not finished yet. They've been working on the version 9.0 for a while, which also will of course include the delay fix, which is a huge step for the multiplayer experience. And I'm pretty certain that they will release it maybe in January, maybe even in December, but of course I don't know exactly when. Okay, so double mineshaft, 3 mineshafts opening for Dwarves into the mineshaft number 4. It's an economical opening. We see 2 farm barracks into the 3rd farm opening for men. So, you know, big high risk, high reward. So when you don't get touched at the beginning, this can be quite rewarding. You have a good eco income, you can make, you know, barracks and pretty much forge work simultaneously when you have such a good eco. But if you get punished for it, it might be a big punishment. Because the man player is not planning to creep. He's gonna recruit soldiers, not pikemen. And with the soldiers, you don't creep, you send them forward to deal damage. Ooh, that's interesting, man. That's interesting, man. This is so risky too, right? Like, how risky is this? Like, imagine, I mean, of course, like, the thing is, it's very unlikely that people are gonna send pikemen forward. That's why Angmar is such a good faction too in those circumstances, because you can send Thrallmaster forward and wait until the last possible second, and you can turn them into the desired and needed unit. But Man faction can't do this. No faction can do this besides Angmar. That's gonna be the barracks number 2. You see the economical opening, like I said before, gives you the option to build the Forge Works and Hall of Warriors simultaneously, and you can get very early leadership and very early strong, right? So Battle Wagon for 400 and Guardians for 300. So you have the money for it. And the thing is, you don't have to turn them into anything. You can use them at the beginning for trampling. So they have crazy high damage output with trampling. They can one-shot those soldiers. And all you need to do is avoid the pikemen, and you should be in a phenomenal spot. The soldier is moving down, looking out for some mineshafts. Awe has to recruit some more pikemen, but of course he doesn't see what we see. He doesn't know what we know. But he will know very soon, because there is a battle wagon cruising around in pretty much now. Look at him coming. That's a very good looking animation. You know, the Forge Works opening and the battle wagon entering the area. So he can get out there. Yeah, look at this. Would you look at the trample now? Watch this. Watch this. The trample damage is so high from these units, from this battle wagon. Do you see this trample damage? It's higher than any horse would ever deal to you. Look at this. You see the cleaning up, you see the splashing damage. It's such a crazy high damage output, and I don't think Gondor Knights, Rohirrim, or any other unit can do this. It is, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Guardians, they are disengaging. Battle Wagon coming up with the banner for 400, so it's gonna make them cost 800 in total. But he will have double buff with the Rallying Call. Leadership is very strong. Then you stack it with the Rallying Call together, and quality will beat quantity. It's a 2 soldier, 2 pikeman combination. The pikeman should try to make it to the battle wagon, but Sauron is paying attention to it. Sending those soldiers one by one is not going to achieve too much, and important is to destroy this mineshaft before he will be able to bring more reinforcements. He's trying to body block, and again, the battle wagon has to pay attention non-stop. One touch, and you are gone. The mineshaft has been demolished, and the farm is being, you know, kind of clamped on from the Guardians. They should be able to destroy this, no problemo. Rallying Call is not active on these units, but he's bringing up more and more reinforcements. He's getting slowed down as he's trampling down the 2nd battalion. The pikemen, they are not able to catch. Sauron is good with micro. The farm is getting chung, and it's gonna go down to Goblin Town. More reinforcements coming from the middle, pikes and soldiers. They are just here to destroy the mineshafts, so dwarves cannot bring reinforcements. That's the most important thing to do. But the builder is gonna build a mineshaft here, keep moving, build another mineshaft to bring the dwarves to the spot in which they will become the strongest faction in the game. The snowball potential is massive on this faction, right? So basically, you build a mineshaft, you bring reinforcements, and you use your builder. You can build even a well offensively, a statue offensively, and you just camp it out. Your units are very strong with leadership. Their only weakness is the slowness, but the builder has been killed. It's a very good move here from Awe. It's a very important move. 2 battle wagons cruising around. One of them will have the well for the recovery. One of them will have the leadership. The Mineshaft has been destroyed, and there is no more reinforcement coming up anytime soon, and Abe was able to deal with the situation quite decently. If he can somehow manage to catch those battle wagons, which is way easier said than done, he could be in a very good spot. Because they are so expensive, those battle wagons. If you lose them, you will lose so much momentum and so much speed, tempo. It might actually throw you back like 100 years earlier, you know? Okay, what's up Eisengasm, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Last time I played this game, you need to upgrade the building first to... Yeah, it's BFME2. In BFME2, you need to upgrade your building to level 2 to recruit the battle wagons. But that's Rise of the Witch King expansion. It's a different game. But again, it's a different patch too. I don't know if this was like the case in 2.01, but that's the community patch 2.02, which was made by the community for the community. And I don't know what was happening in the 2.01 version. I've never played it, nor have I seen it. Okay, man is doing good in this game, by the way, guys. 450 command points versus 500. Sauron was kind of forcing too much. Forcing too much! No! Yeah, don't touch my tralala like this, dude. Don't touch my tralala like this. They touch you and you goners. And you see the punishment is big when you lose your battle wagons. He's saying, oof. Yeah, oof indeed, man. That's a big oof and a half. Okay. Almost 9 power points and 6 power points. Man is now pushing forward. He has gone also for Eowyn, just like Sauron did in the previous game. Maybe this matchup is still... I mean, to be honest, I don't think it's about the matchup. But Abe played this very well and super smart. You know, he knew what is important, what he needs to do to deny Dwarven player from snowballing. Eowyn can smite those battle wagons, no problemo. And he lost both of them. That's a big oof indeed. Like, you lose 1600, boys. Because recruiting them costs 400, and you need to invest 400 for this one. Okay, 300 for this one. So you basically lose 1500 for losing these two battle wagons. 1500 resources, which could be easily invested into a hero like King Brand or Gloin. Eowyn is so squishy when she's not level 5. There comes the heal, and that's a big push. You see double rack strategy, boys. Never fails. Never fails. The only units you would ever need are pikes from Rohan and soldiers from Gondor. There comes Hobbit summoned from Sauron for defensive purposes, but you know, men can disengage. The Hobbits have no catch potential on you. Just wait it out. There is no reason. And that's one of the things which kind of bothering me the most, to be honest, as a player of BFME 1 myself. Like, there is no reward of dealing with the summon units in this game. So the best thing you can do is run away from them. Run away. Because killing them or dealing with them doesn't give you any benefits. It doesn't give you power points or experience points, nothing. So when you see them, you should maybe get away, run away, you know. Wait until the cooldown is disappearing. So wait it out. No need to fight them, because you gain nothing out of that. There comes the Frodo Baggins and Samwise Gamgee. The best friends, they are also sticking together in this game, just like they did in the films. Eowyn defending this like a big boy or big girl. And, you know, dwarves are not surrounded. We have a command point advantage, power point advantage for Abe. And he's playing it smart, you know, just waiting it out. You see? He's waiting, chilling, using the movement speed advantage, punishing the weakness of the dwarves, the lack of movement speed, and recruiting Boromir. Boromir has been rewarded, but Boromir is a hero we don't get to see very often. To be honest, it has nothing to do with the beta. Also not in the version 8.5 we have seen Boromir very often. He has been like majority of the reworks were actually around Boromir. He has now a new ability, the Last Stand, which is like a passive thing. When he's low health, he will deal more damage, be more tanky. With the Horn of Gondor, it's a massive change. No stun anymore. It's gonna make you weaker, movement speed weaker, damage weaker, and armor weaker. But they can still move. However, 33% movement speed nerf is, movement speed debuff actually quite strong. Eowyn, the two Rohan heroes into one Gondor hero. The Captain of Gondor, the King of Rohan, basically, Eowyn, and the Shield Maiden. I mean, basically, this girl and this man, they are kind of related too, right? Because she's married with his brother in the films. Okay? Boromir, the Captain of Gondor. Alright, but dwarves are still in the game. 475 command points only. Look at the Galadrim warriors getting smashed. Oh my, what is this trample, man? He just killed the whole battalion with one trample. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Boromir, all about to be level 2. But, you know, he has 12 power points after the rallying call in heal. No archer range needed, because at this point you don't even need that, because you have this. You can recruit the Galadrim warriors as archers. Look, you see, this, in my opinion, has to be changed, right? That this is so strong. This has to be changed, because that's kind of boring also, in my personal opinion. Seeing manfaction in every single matchup, in every single map, going before double barracks and spamming units all the time. I don't think that's the most entertaining and interactive gameplay over there, you know? Boromir, level almost 3. Darkness! Okay, Elmo was screaming. He's gonna heal him. Okay. That's good. And they're gonna get away. No problem. Where did he summon the tower? In the middle. Look, this offensive BM farms. BM. Bad manners. Marketplace coming up for man. The level 2 farm is gonna be protected by the siblings of Rohan. Right now, right for ruin and the world's ending, Eomer and Eowyn. Look at the brother and sister. The Guardians are still so strong when they deal so much damage to the buildings. Holy guacamole. Okay, Boromir dealing with this phalanxes, no problem. You can still stun them, or not stun them, slow them. Dwarven Riches on this one. And you need to pick this to get this, okay? So in order to get Dwarven Riches, you need to pick Rebuild first. But it's nerfed. Like, basically they nerfed Industry and Dwarven Riches multiple times. I believe the first time when I came, it used to give 250% more resources. Then they lowered this to 200 and 250. So they nerfed this quite a lot. They nerfed also the Devastation, if I'm not mistaken. So the resource making abilities got nerfed a couple of times. But I think they are still rewarding in some way, right? Especially now for Dwarves, he needs every single resource he can take. Look at them slowing down like crazy, dude. The Boromir, the last man. He's so slow. I mean, the heroes in this game are attacking so slow, in my personal opinion. In BFME1, he's going crazy, like bam, 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 you know? Okay, now it is active now, by the way. This one, last stand. Tower with no units inside from the Lone Tower special summon. And he has 9 power points on top of that. Saturn, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, the builder. What is happening, dude? Avi had such a massive advantage in this game too, right? But he messed up. He's gonna get in safe to the builder just barely. There comes the Mineshaft, and Sauron is trying this again. It's a level 3 farm. Does he have rebuild from the spellbook? The answer is no, but he could go for it.
I will represent the men of Gondor.
Tanta, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Okay. He has no rebuild picked, so the farm level 3, oh, that's minus 100 command points. That hurts, actually, boys. That really hurts. Losing command points like this hurts a lot. Now we have 600 command points against 575. The command point differential is all of a sudden not that big anymore. The Dwarven Riches is closing in, right? So basically the lack of command points, the advantage of the command points from Avi is kind of meaningless because the opponent has Dwarven Riches. Hobbit summon for the second time from Dwarves. He has no... These are extroverts, by the way. He has no leadership. Hobbits, look at the Hobbits damage against the Boromir. Oh my, the Hobbits are chunking. He needs to run. It was close, actually. It was very, very close. Maybe without this one, he would have been dead. Remember, he gets like additional armor, more tankiness. That's why he was maybe able to survive this. Maybe the buff is coming in clutch now for Boromir.
When the courage of men fails, when we forsake our friends and break all bonds of fellowship. But it is not this day. This day, we fight. By all that you hold dear on this good earth, I bid you, stand, men of the West! Men of the West. The farm here, level 2, also very important farm, will also be taken down. Avi doesn't want to go for rebuild. Dwarves have actually... He went for the arrow volley, by the way. Dwarves have actually 15 power points now. 16 power points to be precise. Okay. Alright.
Soon, Master Elf, you will
oh yeah, look at this. You see the situation?
Of the dwarves.
Guys, please watch the situation. 1, 2, 3 Mineshaft. Do you see that? That's like the snowball effect. When you get to push and you get to this spot, then you will have so much fun playing with dwarves. Macro is very important. Look, he's building even a statue. He has 2 builders here, by the way, guys. And 1 build, okay. Look like it's building 2 buildings, but it's only 1. But you can see the thing he's doing, right? It's so annoying to play against that one, I think. And during all this time, Dwarves are pretty much untouched. This is a level 3 mineshaft over there. A level 3 one. And what a back and forth game, man. All of a sudden, Dwarves are again leading. Then also for Gimli. Gimli, the son of Glóin, has been recruited as well. That's kind of crazy how rich he became with the Dwarven riches. Man of Steel summon, the best archer summon in the game. Look at the fire out damage coming in so clutch. You can see in this situation, example A, how much more impactful they are compared to the ranger summon from the man faction. Like the damage, the structural damage they are able to deal. And they have also the barbed arrow shot, black arrows I mean. So it's very, very strong. You can use bombard on the building too to deal damage. Gimli getting the last hit, getting almost a whole level from this. That's gonna unlock the leap attack. And what can men do against such a reckless dwarven hit? What can Boromir do against Gimli? When Gimli is level 5, he can easily kill him. There is no way. Even now, with level 1, he can look the damage he's dealing to Boromir. Look Gimli damage, please. How do I lose this? Yeah, I don't know how you lose this either, my friend. How do you lose this actually? That's crazy. You had such a massive advantage. We have the blue Angmar player Sauron versus the red Angmar player Avehave in the game number 6.
The last march of the Ents begins.
The last march of the Ents begins. Good, we reset the map in the matchup. I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, people can dodge this, by the way. Like, they have each one dodge ability available. When there is a matchup they don't want to play, they can dodge the first game. Right? When you need to dodge the first game, you can't dodge the reverse matchup. So you can play, for example, as man against Isengard. And then when you need to play Isengard against man, you cannot dodge this anymore. You need to play this unless you dodge this for the first time. So it's going to be economical opening for Ave. And the same also opening for Sauron. So 4 meals opening for both the players. It's more eco-heavy, which, you know, I think in this matchup it's about the strategy execution. That's going to be the main win condition for the players. So the question is going to be, do you go for the second Hall of the Kingsmen and keep spamming? You're going to go for the Wolf Den early game, for the Wolf Riders, for the Wolf Packs, for more diversity in the army? Or when will you go for the level 2 Hall of the Kingsmen for the Black Numenorians? These are going to be the times, I think, which can diversify the outcome of the game. And until this is going to happen, it will be most of the time running around Gundabad Orcs and Extrovers for the defense, trying to damage and protect. But the strategy is going to be important. Argentina goal again, 3-0. Oh wow, that's crazy, man. 3-0, okay, Croatia is out, boys. Croatia, in this case, arrivederci. You see, then you get this thing to level 2 for 300, then you need to recruit the Black Numenorians, but you also need to buy banner. So you need to buy for this for 300, this for 400, 700 in total. Then you need to recruit the Black Numenorians for 500 each. They are no more expensive, but they are also stronger than they used to be. And then you should be good to go. But again, lots of money. And you need, for that reason, you need to build up the second Hall of the Kingsmen. You see a very early Wolf Den coming up for both the players. Ave and Sauron doing pretty much the same thing. He's gonna creep this with the pikemen, with the spearmen of Rudaur, and they will turn into the Gundabad orcs, if I'm not mistaken. Because the plan is simple: have a pikeman, have a orc, swordman, and push forward. Like, that's like the go-to opening. I like the horn sound, dude. Okay, the pikes, wolf packs as a counter. And look at them go now. Look at them go. This Wolfpacks can eat those pikes in a second. Maybe they can steal the money too. Look, they can eat them. The pikemen here, they cannot even use porcupine formation. And look, Sauron is saying, thank you very much for the donation. Thank you very much for the generous donation of $150. Really means a lot. Let me take the money real quick. Thanks for the leash, bro. Thanks for the leash. He stole all the money. It's RNG, right? The money dropping. So sometimes you kill it, it's dropping here. Sometimes you kill it, it's dropping here. So it's like you cannot know it. It's, you know, kind of random. Mid has been taken down. What a great start into the game number 6 from Sauron as well. Wolfpacks. Wolfpacks are so good, man. I'm telling you. They have been nerfed, I think, in this beta too. But they are still too strong. Like, too much of a counter to the pikemen. When you target them with the extrovers, you can kill them. War chant, I don't know what's going on. Like legit, it's so confusing to see a fight between the same units. They have different colors, but it's still so confusing. That's like, this is the reason why mods are not very good for this kind of games, you know, for this kind of events and tournaments, because they have like no house colors in the mods. So every unit is looking pretty much the same. Yeah, it depends on the situation, right? I mean, it's risky to go for an early level 2 because you lose momentum and speed. So by the time you do this one, you can recruit more of these one, you know? And most of the time, the spam is more rewarding in this game. Most of the time. Ingmar must prevail. Maybe
I will represent the men of Gondor.
Metallic, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, Double Hall of the Kingsman, Wolfdan level 1, and Double Hall of the Kingsman, Wolfdan level 1. So basically the same opening, 500 command points for both the players, it's pretty even.
How tragic.
Ha 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 ha. How tragic. Ha ha ha. Evil. Okay. Dude. Hello, hello, standards. What's up, man? Calling standards. To be honest, I don't know about BFME2 that much because I have not been doing enough games for BFME2 to judge this yet. The only thing I've noticed in BFME2 is buildings being way weaker. So you can destroy the buildings in a few seconds. That's the only thing I've noticed immediately. But about the spam, I think we see more heroes in BFME2. More heroes. Like, I think in the few games I was doing BFME2, I've seen more Legolas from elves than I've seen in the years doing Rise of the Witch King. Okay? I mean, I don't know what's going on actually. That's kind of crazy confusing here. With the same units running around like crazy. He's looking to trample this backline, by the way. Let's see if he can do this. Yeah, beautiful trample coming in clutch. The extrovers, too squishy. They get one-shotted. But the Trollmaster doesn't get one-shotted, I think. It does actually. He lost him. No, he didn't. So when you send this now to this location, he can respawn over time. Remember, that's the biggest advantage of the Trollmaster, because they can recover when they're level 1 too, right? They are acting like a banner carrier. It's gonna be a big push from Sauron now with 2 pikemen, 2 orc warriors, in 1 wolf pack. You need extrovers to counter this, I believe, right? Yeah. Maybe not 2, maybe you need more of that. The mill is getting legit, burst it down, too much distraction power. The builder getting in safety by building a wall up should be in a good spot. There comes a small counterattack attempt. Sauron not paying attention to this location. He will lose this mill almost level 2 for free. He could freeze it if I'm not mistaken. But he went for the Snowbind, which has been used around this location. He didn't go for the for this Felwind, not for Snowbind. Snowbind is this when you freeze your own building to make it undestructible. Okay, 475 command points for Sauron. And Ave has in total 550 command points. So Ave is spamming more resource buildings, even though in the minimap it looks like Sauron has the advantage. But you can see at the bottom left side, you can see this offensive mills coming up for Ave, and Sauron attacking most of the time through the middle. And when you do this, your opponent can expand elsewhere. You see the first battle tower coming up for Sauron, building multiple mills here. And this tower is gonna be so good. I think tower is so good against Ingmar tier 1 units too, right? Because your orcs and your pikemen, they are so weak in terms of defensive capabilities, and a tower can deal with this quite easily. 8 power points after the Felwind, and Ave has the orc summon, but Warchan is on cooldown. So I don't know how smart it would be to use, the orc summon without the Warchan combination. But I don't also know if he wants to wait until this is available. No, not gonna wait. He's gonna use it offensively, right on the spot. He's seeing the opportunity to destroy this level 2 mill, and he's going for it. But there comes a Snowbind that will make this building untargetable for a few seconds. And Wolf, yeah, you see, that's the reason why you should be more patient with this kind of things, you know? Like, I see the idea behind this move, but it's rushed and it's 10 power points wasted. Because the Orc Summon from the spellbook is not including any pikemen, and is so vulnerable against horses. You can see he took them out, all of them, in a few seconds. It's 10 power points wasted and countered by 5 power points only. It's a big mistake. Big mistake. Big mistake. 650 command points against 600 command points. It's pretty even in the command points department. Lots of pikemen. He's trampling into them, but doesn't get punished for it. Lots of infantry spam. You see, that's the thing, right? You see tier 1 unit spam all the time. No level 2, not a single building, not snow trolls, not like Monorians yet. But maybe Voldor could be a very sportive and good hero because you can give leadership to the extrovers. I think even Morgomir could be nice for the debuff. So basically heroes that can give you advantage in either way, either making the enemy units weaker with a debuff like from Morgomir, or making your own units stronger like from Voldor, you know. These heroes are always rewarding because they always give you some sort of benefits in every single situation. Oh boy, Ave is now firing back, but in the meantime you see Sauron was able to scout this area at the bottom left side, almost level 2 mil. Won't reach level 2 quite yet, will get destroyed before this happens. It's a good fighting area for Ave, but I think you need to try to destroy this level 2 mills. Like this mill is gonna be demolished, that's a very important mill. He knows Snowbind is on cooldown, right? You know this. Now going for the Felwyn is giving you more opportunities in the PowerPoint choice later. When you go for the Vorchan, you can only go for the Orcs, if I'm not mistaken. So from the Orcs, yeah, when you are at 15 power point, you can go for the Giants. So it will give you a massive power spike once you reach the 15 power point mark. But going for this gives you more diversity, right? You can go now for the Frozen Land, for the you know, say it, for the Untamed Allegiance maybe. And later on you can go for the Freezing Rain or for the Blight. But I think Giants are just much more, you know, giving you a better option to win the game. Like one Giant summon can legit win you the game, right? But I'm telling you, even Untamed Allegiance could be so nice here. Think about this. Going for the Untamed Allegiance, controlling the troll layer, and gives you the chance to control the trolls, recruit them all the time, which Ingmar normally can't, would be quite nice. But it's, you know, it's risky because later on when the troll layer is destroyed, the Untamed Allegiance won't really do much for you. There comes the White summon from the Ingmar player Sauron. Again, White is gonna lead you later on to the Blight, okay? White, Blight, kinda makes sense. But you cannot summon the Giants, which Ave can in a bit actually. He's half a power point away from this. Now, Sauron has the Snowbind, which means he could freeze the fortress for a few seconds, which buys time to deal with the Giants. But what Ave can do is you can destroy everything else. You can destroy this level 2 mill here, level 2 mill here. So if you can destroy this 3 mills over here, it can be also already very rewarding. The White summon was kind of questionable. Didn't achieve anything for Sauron. I think it's a big mistake. Because of the choice of the 3 power points from the spellbook, he's kind of behind in the power points department. He's at 575, his opponent is up to 750 plus 16.5 power points. So now what Ave needs to do is group an army like he does, push forward and summon the Giants. So you have a protection for the Giants, your opponent can't reach out to them. But you need to do this kind of semi-fast, you know, when you don't want him to have the Felwyn available once again. Felwyn can maybe isolate your army from the Giants, which will give opening for Sauron to deal with them. So every second matters here. Again, Snowbind will buy you some time anyway. So the fortress should be protected for a bit. And there comes the Giant summon. He's gonna go for it now. He has unlocked the Giant summon, Extrovers, but no pikemen. It's so risky from Ave. He has only one pikeman. Badly damaged pikeman. It means a few wolf packs can actually do so much damage here. Giant summon, he's gonna use Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant to actually target the fortress, which will be frozen when needed. He's almost at Felwyn area. Now the question is, can he isolate the army from the Giants to get into the range with the pikemen? I'm not worried about this fortress too much because he will freeze it now. There we go. Frozen. Lost the level 2 mill in front. He has an army at the bottom and an army pushing with Orc and Pikemen. The Hall of the Kingsmen, one of them is going to be destroyed. The Giants have still the time to destroy the fortress, by the way. Trampling into the Extrovers is a good move from Sauron. Felwyn is available. Needs to eventually use it on the Giants to isolate them. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it, guys. Ars, Notar, and also THP. Thank you, guys. Okay. The fortress is still in a good spot. Chunk, chunk. Chunk, chunk. Big chunks incoming, boys. Big chunks incoming. And he never used the Felwyn either on that. They won't have the time to finish it off, I think, right? Can they shoot one more time? Oh, No, they can't. Okay? But he has barely any units remaining on the field. 725 command points versus 575, but he lost the level 2 mills, he lost the Hall of the Kingsmen, he lost basically his fortress, and he's gonna call it GG, and that's gonna be the game, boys. In the score, once again, it's gonna be dead even.